Hello, hello, you fools. I'm updating the channel with another project that was completed not too long ago, maybe 3, 4, or 5 months ago. This is a video game called Selk. Now, to give you a bit of a rundown, Selk is a sci-fi game that takes place in a biodome on Saturn's moon, Titan. Now, there's a crater on Titan called Selk, and that's where we decided to place our biodome. I said we. This was a team project of 6 people. Surprisingly, nobody dropped, so we started with 6 and ended with 6, which was very nice. Because at certain points during the school period, it got a little intense, and working on this project every week, it got to be difficult. But I think overall it was a pretty fun project. Now I'm just walking around. This is one of the domes. We have 3 domes placed in our little area in our biodome, and they're supposed to be puzzles. When we set out, we had a lot of big ideas, and basically a lot of that didn't come to fruition because of time constraints. That's probably the same old story. So we had to replace the puzzle idea we had with just simple target shooting in the last week, so it's not too impressive. All of the music you're hearing, we had one guy over the music design, and I don't know what magic he did, but he came out with some bops. Because wow, we basically have a whole soundtrack. I think we have 6 or 7 different songs, one for each area of the dome, which we're about to enter a new area. You'll see the colors change. Ooh, look at that. But he did some magic. He was using some AI programs to develop the music. Here we are at our second dome. There is a song for each dome. We all had separate roles on the project, so we had somebody doing this beautiful grass you actually have been looking at. This man went crazy with cell shading. He just nerded out over it. He loves it. I love that he loved it. It's great. I did environment design and like landscape design, so I put the road in, the bridges, I designed the landscape, placed the foliage with like a seed generator that comes with Unreal. I also did a little bit of modeling and a little bit of character animation towards the end for this gun, which we had to add at last minute. Here is our third and final dome, though. Oh, this is my favorite song. Very minimal UI, just like, we probably because we partly forgot about it, but like there's no like menu or anything, there's no crosshair, there's no score, there's no ending to the game. That's okay, our focus was always to build a vibrant and colorful environment. Alright, here we are in the project. What is going on? Look at that foliage untoggled. Unreal doesn't like the foliage, so it takes a little bit to update it. There we are. Yes, now you can see a little bit more of the whole environment. As you can see, we built the landscape in the shape of a circle because it's supposed to be in a dome. Our vision from the onset was to actually have a physical dome here, and the player was going to escape and all of that, and you'll actually like you would see more terrain outside of this circle. That would be the surface of the moon. So a bunch of like gray, rocky terrain. We didn't get that far. That's okay. That's okay. It was gonna be like a grand reveal. Spoilers. But I like what we did. Of course, we have the river that I walked over already. One of the selling points of this whole project was the grass, though. The cell shading. Not my area, but man, the man who worked on it went insane in the best way possible. I did want to look around at the foliage blueprints, but it's been a while since I've looked through these. It might take me a minute to find them. Here's an example of one of the trees. We basically had two people working on the tree models. Nice design, beautiful. I love it. This is a material node for grass that I actually made early on. Not quite what I was looking for, but tons of complicated node graphs exist in this project. Oh well, doesn't seem like I can find the grass model I'm looking for. Don't know where that's hidden. But if I actually save a little bit of power, maybe turn off the foliage. Ew, come on. Cool, we can go into this mode. And you'll probably already see, actually you can see the markings. I was about to go into landscape editor mode, but you can actually see. So if I remember correctly, for the cell shaded grass, we're painting the material onto the landscape itself. So all of these different colors actually show up through the grass. It's one model. It's one, I'm trying to remember while I'm explaining it. It's one model for the grass that doesn't have a set color. The color comes from how you paint the landscape. Really neat, really neat. So I didn't have any ideas before doing this video about what I wanted to show, except of course walking through the executable of the game in the beginning. But I think I didn't go through too much as far development wise, but I pretty much covered the big areas, and that's all I have for now. Thank you guys. Wait.